few days ago, there was a report that TT Games, the developers that make all the LEGO games, were going to be sold. As in, the entire company selling to someone else, which would potentially jeopardize or at least delay the release of the new LEGO Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga. Just want to say this at the start in case you're worried. At this stage, this far into development, there is no way the new LEGO Star Wars would be cancelled unless something ridiculously major happened. That's not happening though, so we will be getting the game. It's just a matter of when. But over the past few days, there was evidence to suggest that TT Games was being sold as part of the Warner Brothers merger with Discovery. Warner is owned by AT&T, and they've decided to merge Warner with Discovery to build a larger streaming and entertainment platform, or something like that anyway, I don't know. The reason this is important, because with the merge, the future of TT Games is unclear. There's a chance they'll be sold, meaning there'll be a change in ownership, a change of direction, and when acquisitions like this are made, there's usually a big shift in what's happening behind the scenes at these companies, which could affect development of the new LEGO Star Wars, which is what we don't want. All right, are you still with me? Still with me after all that? Business mumbo jumbo? Good.
Good, very good.
Hey everyone, it's Andrew. So here's what you need to know. The other day, there was a report from a journalist suggesting TT Games and NetherRealm Studios, also owned by Warner Brothers Interactive Entertainment, they make the Mortal Kombat games, were going to be sold off, meaning they'd be bought by another publisher. There was no indication of who would be buying the studios, but evidence seemed to suggest that Warner Brothers no longer saw TT Games and NetherRealm within their scope, meaning they didn't see the studios in their future plans, in their path forward. They no longer had business interests in funding the studios and would instead decide to sell them off and make a profit off that and no longer, be working with TT Games. A few other reasons to perhaps suggest this. Perhaps they weren't happy with the reception of the Mortal Kombat film, which as far as I know didn't perform as well as they would have liked. And on the LEGO side of things, which I'm sure you're more interested in, licensing the LEGO IP from LEGO and paying for that could have been eating into their profits. Warner Brothers don't own the LEGO IP. It's owned by LEGO, of course. Therefore, LEGO gets a huge cut of the game's sale. And not to mention that the LEGO games are also using other licensed IPs like Star Wars, Harry Potter, Marvel, so the owners of those IPs also get a cut. Lots of people get a piece of the pie. Everyone's hungry. So in future, Warner Brothers might be wanting to focus on more of the IPs they actually own, like the DC Universe, like Cartoon Network. And that way, they keep all the profits and don't have to share their pie with the publishers they're literally competing with. Like, how does it make sense that Warner Brothers are the publishers of LEGO Star Wars when Star Wars is owned by Disney and Disney are pushing their Disney Plus streaming service and want to do the same thing with their own streaming platform? They're giant competitors, and yet they're both earning off of the LEGO franchise. They're both into the same pie. I told you, they're eating from the same one. How about some rhubarb pie? Hey, apple, blueberry? Blueberry. Let's lock that in. Okay, so a few days passed with everyone thinking Warner no longer had TT Games and LEGO games in their future, and then an official statement. Remy Sklar, senior vice president at Warner Brothers, contacted The Gamer, an online publication, in response to the rumors, saying, "I can confirm NetherRealm Studios and TT Games will continue to remain a part of Warner Brothers Games, and all are included in the Warner Media Discovery merger." So nothing's happening. They're not changing. They're going to stick with Warner, and the report is false, which I think is great news for now, for LEGO anyway. TT Games have been part of the Warner Brothers Interactive Entertainment Group since 2007, so basically since the release of LEGO Star Wars: A Complete Saga, which feels like decades ago now. And I think that now, during development of their biggest, most anticipated game to date with the Skywalker Saga, it's a good thing there are no major ownership changes, because this will allow the developers to continue work on the game and get it out as soon as possible without any unwanted interruptions and, changes in who's in charge and how things go when the game's released, all of that. It's all going to be all good for now. Now, I want to clear something else up. In the past few weeks, a few people have sent me websites which state an actual release date for the new LEGO Star Wars. Like, for example, December 31st, 2021. People are saying, based on what these sites say, the game's going to come out then. The new LEGO Star Wars still has no set release date. Any dates you see at the moment are simply placeholder dates from retailers. They're just there for the sake of being there. The new LEGO Star Wars will be releasing when TT Games and LEGO announce it's releasing. And and I think we've still got a while to wait yet. Before the game releases, there'll likely be a huge marketing campaign to show the game off and rebuild some of that hype that started over 2 years ago with the first trailer. They're not just gonna, go Apex Legends on this thing and drop the thing the next day after it gets announced. It's not their strategy with this kind of game. In the lead up to release, TT Games will begin releasing teasers, probably at least another couple of trailers, new details in the game and characters included, and of course, what we all can't wait to see more of, gameplay. There'll likely be a few short gameplay walkthroughs or showcases of the open world, and possibly another gameplay trailer. And all of this will take several months to roll out and build the hype. The earliest I think we'd see the game release is October, November this year, and I think even that's being generous. With the delays the game has had and the fact we currently have next to no new info in the game in nearly a year, there's a lot of hype to rebuild, so TT Games will want to invest the time and effort into doing so. At this stage, I'd say it still looks like Gamescom at the end of August will be our best bet for news and reveals. This is where the gameplay trailer was revealed last year, which is crazy, man. It'll be a full year with no new info on the game. What? Also, another update, very interesting thing that just happened, which could indicate we're getting closer to TT Games beginning their marketing campaign. They just updated the Skywalker Saga's icon on Steam. They replaced it. It's now just Darth Vader instead of the full Skywalker Saga banner logo thing. So this is what will appear when you install the game. This is also the icon on their Twitter page. So it seems like they could be getting ready to start marketing and give us an idea of when it will be releasing. I mean, obviously getting ready for something. They wouldn't just randomly go in and update this kind of thing, right? Not just randomly pressing buttons on the computer, oh, upload this file and change something, just so a bunch of people make a video about it on YouTube. It's free marketing for them. Who knows, man? Anyway, I'm really fascinated to know, when do you think we'll be hearing more about the new LEGO Star Wars? And when do you think it'll release? Let me know in the comments below. And for more on the new LEGO Star Wars and other LEGO Star Wars and Star Wars, watch one of these videos here and follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and join my Discord for lots more Star Wars gaming news, updates, and everything else. And thanks for watching this. My name's Andrew. I'll catch you soon.
Stay bombastic.